Hello, Twitch. Welcome in, everyone. Happy. How we all doing? A bit more energetic than I was on Monday. Apologize for missing stream. I'm gonna have to get a little kettle warm-up going on tonight, so I apologize for that. That's gonna be hitting the mic pretty hard. It's weird how some noises are just so much louder on microphones than they are in real life, or at least in our minds. But we're doing club crackers tonight. The classic club cracker, which apparently has been bought by Kellogg's and it's been changed. I haven't tried it yet. And unfortunately, the only ones I was able to find were multigrain. So I won't even have a proper comparison. I had to go to Target to find these. Apparently, you got them in Walmart and Target, but not the local supermarkets. So it's apparently not doing that great either. I looked at their site on Kellogg's, and yeah, there's a lot of complaints that they've modified the recipe to be a bit more salty and nowhere near as buttery, according to people. Which is a shame, because I remember these things being like, I mean, Ritz crackers are buttery, but they're like a different type of buttery. In my mind, these were like the epitome of a buttery cracker. And we'll see. But I'm actually going to be making pizza out of these, so we're going to do pizza again tonight. I'm apparently on a pizza kick, but we're going to change things up yet again. Going to be doing bacon wrapped crackers as an appetizer with some cream cheese involved. Well, it helps if we're actually heating a kettle of water up. Did the ultimate sin this morning. I mean, normally I forget to warm my mug. Yeah, not quite. It is shorter though. What? Oh no. Basically, I've been letting it grow out, and it used to be able to go down to about here. And I cut it off at the point where it was the thickest. And so, bring it back up to the full growth. Yeah, so this morning I apparently warmed my mug, but I skipped the whole refill the kettle for later tonight. Oopsies. And I didn't start it back heating up after I corrected that issue. So we're gonna have to give that a moment. So we're doing bacon wrapped club crackers. We're doing club cracker pizza. And then we're going to be doing Club Cracker Millionaire's bars. Well, I'm calling them Millionaire's bars. Obviously different from your traditional Millionaire's bars, but we're going to do a layer of club crackers, a layer of caramel, a layer of club crackers, and then a layer of chocolate, hopefully tempered. And that way we'll get the layered bars that you can then easily break into cracker sizes. Yeah! There's a bunny joke on Sunday. Make sure that my scheduled tweet went out here. It did. Did Discord announce that I'm streaming tonight? It didn't. Ping. New form of thing and it's wearing you out. That's a shame. Sorry to hear that. Ooh. Very sorry to hear that. Getting there yet, Warner? We're almost there. Oh, don't worry, Spun Buns. Really sort of excited for the menu this weekend. Gonna be another exciting set of recipes. Gonna be doing my hand at frying gnocchi. And then I'm gonna be doing, well, to begin with, the oil that I'm gonna fry the gnocchi in, I'm gonna fry some prosciutto in to begin with. So we'll start building flavors into the... I'm going to start with fresh oil. We'll build some prosciutto flavor into it. We'll fry our gnocchi in there. Maybe a little sage or some green onion to finish off the dish. And then on Sunday, we're also going to be setting up another sous vide, 48-hour sous vide for short ribs. And so short ribs on Sunday... And then we're going to take that oil that I started with the prosciutto and the sage and all that good stuff. And I'm going to use that to make a chickpea salad. We're going to fry up some chickpeas. We'll fry up some other flavors to mix in with that. And so it'd be like a bean salad to go with our short ribs. We'll do some mashed potatoes. Who knows what else we can figure out what to do. Tried to do all my shopping for the whole week. So. Go mute those speakers back here. Ah, that joke quacked me up. Oh, hey, why don't we do a little Stream Raiders? Resorting to desperate tactics to keep my sugar away from the ants in the house. I finally got some traps. Got myself traps all over this house yesterday. And so hopefully that'll get rid of the issue. But they've been driving me nuts this year. That they are. Like, I normally store my sugar. If you're familiar with kitchens and most kitchen places, you're familiar with the wire racks that you have in most commercial kitchens, I have several wire racks here in front of me that you don't typically see in the cameras. In fact, there's 3 full-size ones in the room. And I had it on the very top of one of those. And they found it at the top of a wire rack. It's just... It's amazing that they're able to find things like that. But at the same time, it's annoying. Oh, I didn't buy half and half. Guess I got just about everything else today. Limon. So, club crackers. Let's give these things a shot. Let's see what we're working with. They also complained that their crumb... Well, these are pretty solid. They aren't as I remember them. They have a decent butter flavor there. It's still there, but it's not the same as it used to be. They are saltier. And the texture's changed too. I remember them being much more lighter, much almost like saltine cracker crisp. And these are actually very similar to the texture of graham cracker. Like, these... If it wasn't for the flavoring on these, I would say this is a graham cracker. Some even look like one. Well, it's logistics, to be honest, a lot for the most part when you get into companies that are this big. Keebler probably sold it to Kellogg because Kellogg was working with the ingredients and the stuff and made it more logistically sound, more money. So what do we start with? We're gonna do the appetizer last. I actually should probably start with the dessert first. And I need to pass myself a couple of things I looked up. Oh, come on, PC back here, please start working. Not even that works anymore with this. Huh. There we go. Isn't tempering chocolate very hard? No. It's just a little more complicated. Okay. So we're back. Tempering chocolate just is really... You have to hit a certain temperature and you can't go over. You start burning things. And you got to get it down to a certain temperature in a certain way. And you can either seed it at that point or many times it'll just go on its own. Debating how big of this I want to do because I do not want to do this whole thing. Like this recipe is for a whole box of these things. And I don't think I'm going to go through even half of that. Well, like this recipe is for a jelly roll pan. Which, that's a half jelly roll up there on top of the stove, my normal baking pans. So that's halving it. I think we're going to quarter this recipe. Start with some evaporated milk. Got a rock on my slipper. Oh, it's just brown sugar. Interesting. We'll try a couple respellings of an entropy, even if you know they're wrong. Because, at least with me, I'm a visual guy. And I just sort of visually re-scramble the words, the letters. And so to get a couple of different rearrangements, even just in front of me to see whether they're right or not, is going to help. This is a very weird recipe that I'm following here tonight, by the way. Like, yeah. Okay, well that's continuing to do its thing. I am going to take one short. So how's everyone else doing this evening? Everyone else having a good night? Let's see, what else is interesting and new that's happened here in the last couple of days? Still waiting on stuff to do my camera, still waiting on stuff to do my home NOS. Still waiting. Yeah. Not all that exciting lately. I'm getting a lot more done though. I mean, it's not really exciting news, but cleaned up the bathroom this morning. I mean, that's getting things done. It hasn't been raining. That's nice. I mean, it was sort of meh outside all day today, and that's the way it's been for a while now, but at least that's better than raining. But yeah, I'm glad it's not snowing either. We're basically just cooking this down a little bit. Getting a little bit darker brown. A little more caramelization action going there. As I've mentioned many times before on stream before, butter has a fair amount of moisture. There's a fair amount of butter in that, so we got to cook that moisture out. Gotta love it when people join the Discord and leave less than a minute later. Can't even bother reading the giant thing at the beginning of the rule saying, you gotta wait to be approved. Or it's a bot or something. Okay, now we're getting there. Now we're starting to get sort of sticky-like, sort of toffee-like. Cut the heat on that now. And recipes for these all say that you gotta look at the... You gotta sit there and stir it constantly and all that noise. You gotta pay good attention to it. Thank you for that follow, Montana Max. Welcome, Raiders. I apologize, it didn't seem like my alert went off there to welcome everyone in. But welcome, everyone. Thank you for that follow as well, Peace out, Jen. And Queen, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, I'm Jason. I cook on Twitch here typically 4 nights a week. And Flippin' Dizzy, thank you for that follow as well. Continuing on, I cook here on Twitch usually 4 nights a week. I missed Monday this week. And we'll be doing tonight's dinner is an ingredient challenge. I hold weekly votes in my Discord. Viewers who join my Discord can suggest ingredients and or vote on them. And this week's ingredient challenge is club crackers. And so I'm having to do dinner and dessert using these crackers as an ingredient, like a core ingredient. And so we're having some fun with that. I'm starting off with making our dessert first, which I'm doing some sort of a millionaire's bars. Not quite, but along that line. So I've made a sort of caramel here. That will spread across. This recipe that I'm following is designed for an army, apparently. Like I'm quartering this recipe, and it's still a massive dessert here. I am doing quite lovely. Went out to Target for the first time in I don't know how long. It's not the right tool for this. Because it was the only place I could find these crackers. Apparently the supermarkets and that don't carry these anymore. You gotta go to like a Target or a Walmart in order to get your hands on them. Now this isn't pure caramel. I added some blended crackers into this and a little sugar into the mixture to substitute for like some sweet cookies mixed into that. And then we're going to top that with another layer of crackers. Nice. I am coming to you from Sonoma County, California. We do some wine tasting here, not a ton, but maybe once a week. And it's usually the more like easily available supermarket style wines that we do here. Which is the major reason that we're adult channel. I don't do a lot of swearing, I don't do a lot of hype. We're just here cooking, having a good time, hanging out, relaxing. It's late evening for most of the people that hang out and chat, so try to have fun and be somewhat active, but also try not to scare anyone off in that fashion. Let's see if we can't get these out without breaking all these crackers. I do recommend if you try and do this, you do it in something a little bit lower edged pan. The original recipe said a jelly roll pan, so that's what I'm saying when I'm quartering this jelly roll pan, full hotel pan, or full baking pan. Do something with some lower lip on it, because you saw earlier I couldn't get my spatula in there. Be a lot easier. We also got 1 minute left until our next Stream Raiders battle. For anyone new into chat, we do Stream Raiders here. About every 30 minutes we have a battle. You can join in the link that'll be shown when we do our next one here. So we'll put these back here, and we're going to start tempering some chocolate now. My problem with tempering chocolate isn't the whole tempering of the chocolate. It's that it always gets messy. Like, there's no way to stop it from happening. There's going to be chocolate all over my hands. That one's Spanish. The hint of that was would be that it ends in A. So I started off with a little bit of a long microwave on this, which is the longest I'll do. But heated that up for 20 seconds there. We'll do 10 seconds next, and then from there on we'll only do 5 seconds at a time. Just because you don't want to get any smoke, you don't want to get any burning going on. I'll try not to kick my stock pans. Maybe it isn't Spanish. Maybe I'm thinking that wrong. I think there's a letter missing for what I was thinking. Sorry if I misled you. My bad. Yeah, that didn't end in an A. And when you do throw this in the microwave each time, do you want to make sure that you get the sides pretty good before you throw it in there? Try and get it all in one solid mass. Because if it does burn, it's going to burn anywhere it's nice and thin, like that right there. Almost seems like it wouldn't do anything, and it almost doesn't, but because chocolate holds its shape so well as it melts, you just gotta work it. I mean, you could sit here and stir it in double boiler too and get the same result. And it doesn't look any different when you take it out of the microwave from the last time. But as soon as you start stirring it, you realize the bottom of it's much more liquidy than it was the time before. You just gotta have a little patience with it at this point. Okay, one more microwave, and we'll call that good. Thank you for reminding me. Let's do that battle. It's not playing the music from the game either. The heck? There, we fixed that. Wow, that's loud. We're gonna turn that down a little bit. Why am I getting, like, double audio from something? Let me figure out what's going on there. Nothing should be playing through that. That's right, that's right. This needs to be that. There, that should fix that. Let's see. Awesome. There, now we should have. You didn't hear the final fix there. But anyway, Entropy getting those kills. Getting another win here. Only one loss. Good fight there. Who's going to pick up the 200 gold? Congrats to Entropy. We're going to want some rogues over here, and over here, or up here, and up here. Either or, top or bottom. Go after these right off the bat. The rest, have at it. So, chocolate. This might need one more warm-up after letting it sit. Chocolate. We'll give this another 5 seconds in the microwave. We'll do 3 pieces of chocolate in there, do a little reseeding. The idea or the method behind the seeding is you're providing a crystalline structure for them to form off of. And so it makes the rest of the chocolate form its crystalline structures that we're looking to do in tempering much easier. Then we're going to pour this straight on the top. And I'm still just trying to even this out. Alright. I'm gonna live with that. I lied. I'm gonna live with that. Throw that in the fridge and see if we can't get that set up for us a little quicker. It is sort of starting to set up all on its own. You can see right here on the spatula. Starting to solidify. So here's hoping it stays together. Give our hands a wash up, make sure we get all that chocolate all over. Molten chocolate. Yeah, I think that's going to harden up nicely. The real question is whether we'll get a real good snap out of it or not. As you can see, I didn't use any thermometers there. I didn't do anything, you know, exacting. In my opinion, working with chocolate's a little like working with an emulsion. You just sort of gotta show confidence. You show hollandaise a fear and it will break. Oops. Meant to do that. Absolutely meant to do that. And yeah, that didn't work. Awesome. Are these working? Like, is that working? That works. Weird. Stream Deck. Yeah, the texture of these is totally like graham cracker, but different flavoring. And now it's making me wonder if that was always the case, because you have, I mean, those were both Keebler things too. Like Keebler graham crackers and Keebler Club. Like, seriously, the more that I eat these, the major difference in my mind is the ginger and, like, holiday-like hint of seasoning to the graham crackers versus this is more like onion and wheat and... Okay, so we got our dessert done. Now it's time to bacon wrap some. Actually, maybe let's use this board instead. Need this to use for making pizza later. Actually, let's start the pizza dough first. Pizza dough first, then we'll do snacks. Because this is actually Even though this is going to be a thin cracker-like crust, I'm doing a different crust. Obviously with the crackers. We're going to try a cracker crust tonight. But it's also a yeast leaven cracker crust. And I'm going to actually even toy with this recipe that I even used before. And toy with it even more. We'll see what we can do here. But we're going to start off by cracking some crackers. Some more. We need some club cracker flour here. We're actually going to want about a cup of it. And if I'm going to be lazy about, well, I don't want to be lazy about this because whatever texture we leave in these crackers is going to directly turn into our pizza dough. So we want this to be flour. Let's give that a shot. See how many we got. How much we got. How much we got. Okay, that was almost half of what we need. I was anticipating that to be more. I'm not going to do as much as I did last time because it didn't crush as easy. It was too much for the bag. Well, this is the start of it. We're going to be cracking these crackers and turning them into flour. We're going to be mixing them with a little bit more AP flour. We're going to turn that... Actually, I should get that started right now. I should get some yeast waking up. We're making a cracker dough pizza from crackers. That was way too much honey. It's not from Sonoma, but it's still local. Yeah, that was way too much honey. Yeast is in the freezer right now. So we got some yeast waking up there. Still need some more flour crumbs. How are we looking on this? We're gonna call that close enough for tonight's dinner. It's a little less than the cup, but it'll work. We'll need that again later, but not yet. Not yet. Equal amounts of cracker and flour. By volume. And I'm going to say there's a fair amount of salt in there already from these. What do we got on salt content with these? Almost afraid to look. 6%. Yeah, maybe we'll add a little salt in there. Yeast is definitely alive there. It's starting to bubble a little bit. Breathe in that air, folks. Isn't it lovely? We're just waiting for that yeast to get nice and happy, and there we'll mix the two of them and let them hang out for a bit. We'll go back to making our bacon wrapped crackers. Cheers, folks. I think I said this the last stream, but trying to get myself on a set morning schedule, trying to get myself back in a proper routine, waking up in the morning. I've sort of slipped out of that here in COVID. Like, ever since COVID happened, my sleep schedule's been creeping later and later. And it's getting to the point, it was getting to the point where I was like, okay, waking up and then I gotta get up and go because I gotta go shopping to go to stream. And yeah, so trying to make myself get up at 7 in the morning. If I wake up before 7, I'm staying in bed until 7, and then getting up at 7. We'll see. Because it's just been all over the place. That's got to stop. I used to sleep all sorts of weird hours. Like, when I was a kid, I was, playing EverQuest at home, all sorts of odd hours in the middle of the night sort of thing, or playing video games in the middle of the night, whether it was Tribes or EverQuest or... And so, like, I was like most of the streamers are out there, and now I'm just too old for it. Okay, we're gonna mix this up now. Actually, we'll give this a good mix up first. We'll see how much the crackers absorbed here. This was on the wetter side of a dough. We don't really want to work this dough too much. We just want to get it well combined. Pull all that up off of the sides. And the bottom. Alright, we're gonna let that rate rise for a bit here. Put a lid on that and let it hang out for a bit. Give that about 30 minutes. Let's see, do we still have our pizza stone in here? We should. We do not. I was a good boy and removed it. Okay. Gonna start heating up the oven, but only to 400. Because that's what we need for bacon. Pan with parchment off to the side here. Bacon. Bacon. Who doesn't love them some bacon? Wow, I just thought about it. We got both bacon and chocolate in tonight's stream. Get best of both worlds. And actually, there's arugula in tonight's dinner, too. The losing ingredient. I even worked that one in tonight. Chocolate covered bacon. Yeah, if that wasn't already a redemption for getting subs. Ooh, battle. Let's do battle here before we start building crackers. To battle. We do entropy. They're in the information channel of the Discord, if you'd like to look at them. Well, we're definitely splitting up. Oh, we're just going after the last two. Victory. That was a quickin'. We got that one easy. ZGB, welcome back. Getting them kills. Hot as getting the scrolls. We're going down even though it seems like a longer path because it's going to give us an extra couple of chests. I'm going to start right there. Thank you, Entropy. Greatly appreciate that. So we're going to squeeze out a little cream cheese on each of these. I don't know if I'm going to do as many as I have cream cheese for, or as many as I have bacon for here. Appreciate that, Entropy. Ah. That cracker will just look happy to visit us and see us. Oh, hey. Might be better if you could actually see what's going on here. Okay, let's at least wrap a couple of these. That wasn't enough. Or just barely enough, basically. Hey, car guy. Been a minute, how you been? Good, good. And we might as well just use all of this one. But we only need that to wrap it. Nice, Bun Buns. Good day at work. Nice. Yeah, gonna be an exciting year. A lot of racing this year. Well, that's if I can really stomach. I'm still pissed off about the end of Formula One this year. Those last two races. Not just the last one. The last two races were... Blech. Let's see, can I stretch that? Some long strips of bacon. I haven't bought bacon from this company in a long, long time. Interesting stuff. This is their original bacon, too. I hear the music quiet down and I start looking for alerts. I don't know why the music's quieting down every once in a while. It should be because the desktop is making some sort of noise because it's set up to do that, but monster trucks are just fun to watch. I mean, there's no real competition there. It's a little like the wrestling of racing. It's mostly staged and still fun, though. It's just Gotta wonder if some of those some of these have really got to be feeling. I mean, if Formula One, which is an international business, is feeling all this pressure for environmental stuff, you gotta imagine that you've probably got protests and stuff for monster truck rallies these days, which is a little sad, but it's probably the world we're in. Now, I saw a number of recipes for these. I just sort of cheated and bought a cream cheese with some chives in it already. I don't know if anyone noticed that. I didn't mention it until just now. But I've seen this done sweet with brown sugar. I've seen this done with Parmesan cheese. I've seen this done... Oh, what else have I seen for these? Like, these are pretty versatile, simple little snack here. Takes a minute to put together, but I mean, it's not like there's a back-breaking work. You can do this sitting on the couch. What's that emote, Bun Buns? My main chat, I have a small little chat view over here where I can actually see the emotes you're posting. But my main chat that I look forward for and I do most of my reading for, I get the like black and white emotes and it doesn't really show through. Oh, cool. I actually think I'm going to stop after these last two here. Maybe we'll do the last of that. Another strip of bacon. But we basically got this pan filled. We can pack it a bit tighter though. Like, to be honest, this is one of those ones that you could pack full. But how much bacon am I going to eat? It's the real question here. I did purposely do this because I've been discovering here that my piping skills need great improvement from where they used to be. No, it's not. It is okay piping skill. And I should be able to do much better. I mean, just getting a little more practice would get me a lot better. Like, I couldn't do a proper rose right now. I used to be able to do all sorts of stuff with piping and stuff when I was in college. You had to do a fair amount of it. to pass the culinary, even though you're doing culinary and not baking. You have both baking and culinary focuses for the associates at the CIA. And I took the culinary, but even in culinary, you have to go through a baking class. Do the cut in first, so the pretty end of the bacon is the part that's shown. Alright. I'm going to sprinkle these with some Parmesan, because I thought about it while I was here. Nice, Fun Buns. That's cute. Fair amount of my non-home cooked cuisine as a high school student was like pepperoni rolls. A little Parmesan on top of each of those. I'm going to take the oven and drop this down to 350 from the set 400. Just because I don't want to blast. I normally do bacon at 400 with the crackers and the cheese Don't want to blast these that hard. So we're going to go a little bit longer in our cook time. I am going to take a look at them in 15, but I expect them to take probably 25, 30. That does sound pretty good right now, though. I'm in such a pizza rut lately. So it's alive, but it's not foofing that much yet. But that's fine, because most of our eyes we want to do in our next set. Where we're actually going to roll this out. And let it proof rolled out. Actually, this will probably do a better job for this. So that now just became my top piece. I'm taking half of this, trying to roll it into a little ball. Same with the other half. Really wet dough. It's still sticking together nicely, so there's at least that. Debating if I should do a bechamel for these ones too. I wasn't really planning on one, but sort of thinking that I might. Let's get this out of the way. We still need that. We don't need this. We don't need this. We're gonna set our pie over here on the main counter out in front. But what I'm gonna do now is, this is well oiled, so it should come off really nicely, and it seems to do pretty well. I'm gonna let this proof like this, but with some of my pie weight rice in the center of this. And the idea is that the dough is gonna have to raise that pie weight rice if it wants to create any bubbles. And so it'll continue to rise in that setup, but hopefully just the crust will get some nice bubbles in it. And the rest will just develop as a crust. That's the hope. And that's the part that I'm doing my style rather than... This recipe has you do a much longer proof on the first part, roll it out flat, and then just leave it flat. I'm gonna get some. I want to have a crust. I want to have some bubbling. Want some poof. We want some poof. Last 6 minutes, get units on the battlefield for our next Stream Raiders. Let's see. We got that covered. We got this mostly covered. Yeah, why not? Oh, do I have the dairy for it? That was the next question. Do I have the dairy for it? Lonely bacon. Going back in the fridge with the rest of that pound. Hydrate! Cheers, folks. Excuse me. That was a little noisier than I expected it to be. Bunny. Cheers again. I love the smell of this stuff. Bourbon. Maker's Mark 101 proof. The stuff that I bought from the distillery itself. Good stuff. It is probably my favorite bourbon that I've tried to date. Not that it's too drastically different from other things. And I like it considerably more than Maker's Mark. Like, it's sort of funny how that works out with things where I like it at this proof. They sell it as a 40 proof, and then they sell it as cask strength. And then they do this like sort of special, which is just blending those two to get 101 proof. Have a good one, Hudas. Thank you for joining in. Enjoy that gifty. Where do I get my ingredients from? Well, it depends on what type of ingredients you're talking about. Welcome in, Kara. I do try and primarily buy local. I mean, I'm here in Sonoma County. We got some of the best produce available. We got some of the best stuff made locally. I mean, it's a little silly to look elsewhere. So I try to buy local sources as much as possible. Bunch of the beef that we are cooking, we're not using any of it tonight, but I have a half steer that's mostly used up at this point there, that was raised in this county, slaughtered, like zero environmental impact compared to most beef. I'm probably going to be buying a half pig for that too. I haven't gotten around to that, but that's sort of in my plans. Beyond that, yeah, it's just, I've worked out of the farmers markets in Sonoma County here for several years, and I haven't been going so much lately, but they are a great source. Not originally a Cali guy. Originally a Midwest boy. Meat and potatoes. Same thing for this one as I did with the first one. Just set this, or rotate this, and get the scale over by the coffee. But if you're new in here, Kara, welcome. Tonight is my ingredient challenge stream, which are Wednesdays, and chat has the availability to suggest ingredients and vote on ingredients in my Discord. And this week, club crackers won out, and so therefore I have to use club crackers to make dinner and dessert tonight. We started off with our Millionaire's bars. Let's see how those are turning out here. Those look like they've solidified up a little bit. I'm gonna go take an allergy pill because my nose is running and I don't know why. Nice, Carif. Next up here, I think we're going to get a quick bechamel going. Or at least some sort of pizza sauce going. There's our bacon. Arrgh. Some of the bacon unfolded. I'm unhappy. Battle. To battle. I don't know what's up with audio tonight. Hopefully you can hear what's going on in the battle, because I'm hearing none of it. It looks like it's playing on OBS. We got some cracking chocolate here. Since Hoodaz is leaving us for bedtime, might as well leave him some dessert to munch on while he's there. We got our caramel and chocolate crackers for dessert tonight. Those are looking like those are going to be amazing. Have a great one, Hoodaz. Hope to see you back for Friday and Sunday. Appreciate it, my man. Have a great night. So we're going to make a bit of a roux to start. Some butter. Where's my real knife? Where'd I hide my real knife? Over here with the bacon stuff. So I did that battle, but I didn't wrap everything up. Let's wrap that up. Tina getting those kills, Entropy getting the assists. Who's going to pick up all of these lovely gifts? Hudaz, Lin J, Entropy, all getting some goodies. Start up in the corner, we'll just work our way through everything. So we're going to do a little bit more of a chicken stock base for tonight's brew. Thickened sauce. That's mostly because I don't have a ton of dairy in the house right now. Okay, we got that loveliness started there. Now we'll add some chicken stock in there. We'll add some dairy in there too, but I need some for my coffee in the morning. Add a couple of seasonings in here. Let's get this flour out of the way and the oil out of the way. Seasoning time. Let's do a little onion powder. I think the onion's gonna match nicely with the cracker. I'm gonna give those another couple minutes on top of that. So onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, dried oregano. We'll do some freeze-dried basil. I need the cheese for grating over top. Vegemite's better. I wish I had bought Vegemite instead of trying Marmite. It's so much better. They're not too different. But this has almost like a... Marmite has... It's a little bit thinner. It's got an almost like coffee finish to it. Compared to Marmite, which is... It's still got that bitterness, but it's not like a coffee bitter. Thank you for that follow, Lin J. We'll do some salt, pepper, MSG in here. We're gonna need a little red onion for tonight's pizza. Actually, do I have a shallot up? I do. Let's do a shallot. Let's do a shallot. It's what everyone's doing these days. It's the in thing, man. Haven't you had a shallot lately? That's a little pizza sauce, to be honest. A little white sauce, a little cream sauce, little something along that line. To be honest, it's thickened chicken stock with some half and half. We're working on turning club crackers into a cracker pizza crust. We've got 2 of them here, doing a little further proofing on the counter. Working with club crackers for everything tonight. We got our appetizer coming out here. Some of them decided to try and unwrap themselves. Some of them stayed nicely in a bat and wrapped up. But we have bacon wrapped crackers with cheese. And we're doing a little somewhat thin slice, not super thin, not paper thin, shallots. These are going to be for on top of the pizzas. No, I'm using the crackers in the crust. I'm making a cracker crust from crackers. That wouldn't be a horrible plan. I should have thought of that. That would have been a fun inclusion. Because they would work just like flour like that. How you doing tonight, Colorful Peanut? I haven't said hello yet today. How you been? Welcome back. Okay. Topping number 1 set aside. And you much more Kalamata olive chopped up. Sort of wish I had a little blue cheese to go with this pizza plan. But I'm going to use up the last of the camembert instead. Smelling pretty good in here, yeah. Not too bad. Bacon smelling yummy. We got these that have nicely chilled and cracked. These are almost millionaires type bars. We got a caramel type mixture in between 2 crackers with focus. With some chocolate on top. So that's going to be our dessert tonight. We got our bacon wrapped crackers for our appetizer. Let me give those just a second longer before I give one of those a try. Gotta let them cool down a little bit. But that does remind me, I gotta turn my oven up. I already got the pizza stone in there. And it's already been cranked up for a while, so it's at least halfway there. We're going to raise that temp up to 525 now. Alright, let's give one of the messy ones a shot. The crackers sort of absorb some of the bacon fat. They absorb some of the cheese. They got a little soft and a little crispy at the same time, if you get what I mean by that. Oh, those are a good time. Those are yummy. Little cheesy, little bacony. It's all crisp. The cracker doesn't look like it's crisp, but it is. Okay, so we got that. We need arugula. Stay in there. Got arugula for later, for on top of the pizzas. We're gonna do a little green onion too. Oh, hey, there's resealable top thingy to this. I have not bought these onions before. These are not the greatest onions. But we were trying shopping for groceries at Target today. So that's what Target thinks a green onion looks like. Fair amount of the produce that I saw. There were some things that surprised me about it. I don't know that I've ever really done grocery shopping at Target before. Like, I've picked up, like soda and snacks and stuff like that, but as far as using their actual grocery, I haven't really used that before. Yeah, they're very... I get that impression, too. Like, from the few times I've looked through it, I was impressed at the price of organic beef. Their price of organic beef is one of the lowest that I've seen in the area lately. But besides that, it was really very, like all commercialized, all national brand, all prepackaged, all, yeah. Arugula. The losing ingredient this week. We're using it anyways. We're gonna give this oven a little time to heat up, and we're gonna give this sauce a little time to cool down. I'm wondering what else I'm forgetting for this pizza. What else am I forgetting for this pizza? Leftover brie, leftover mozzarella. Maybe you folks remember this monstrosity. We're just going to chop some of that off and throw that on top of the pizzas. Let's see. That ought to be good for that. Wow. Nose just snuffy tonight. Apologize for that. Oh, let's see. What did I say I was going to put on the pizza tonight? What did I say? Let's see what I said. Caramelized onions and prosciutto. Don't think we're doing caramelized onions. I think we're going to do shallots, fresh. And the prosciutto. Do we want to break out the prosciutto tonight? Let's throw a piece on there. This is not good prosciutto. This is cheap prosciutto. This is imitation prosciutto. This ain't the real thing. Not nearly as good. But we're just throwing it on a pizza here tonight, so I'm not going to complain. Actually, those are like straight up plastic. You haven't gotten much poof on those. I was hoping that they were gonna bubble up a bit more than they have. Let's see, is our oven up to temp? Our oven is up to temp. Sauce is not hot anymore, at least to the touch on the bottom of the pan. Okay, what is this instructions as far as using this as a peel? Interesting. I haven't tried doing that before. The suggestion for tonight's pizza is to put it directly on the pizza stone, still with the parchment. That's sort of cool. That's sort of different. I wonder how much of a difference that's going to make. Because it's going to kill some of the initial searing heat you'll have from the stone. Not sure. Let's have another cracker while we're waiting. Let's have one of the sort of failure looking ones. Still nice crispy bacon. Nice and crispy on the bottom. Both things nice and crispy. Bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? I know. People who love chocolate more. I still want to give this... I want to give the dough a little bit more time to rise. I want to give this oven a little more time to fully heat up. I think I'm going to take a 10-minute breather here. So, we'll be back here in 8-9 minutes whenever my commercial loop finishes. And we'll continue on from there. I'm going to sit down and rest for a couple of minutes, and we'll come back and attack and finish everything up. Thank you for joining me tonight.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Alexis Lachine wines are full of flavor. Alexis Lachine wines are dry. Alexis Lachine wines are mellow. Drink an Alexis Lachine wine with any kind of food, or anytime you feel like relaxing with a drink. Alexis Lachine, fine French wines. When you have a Labatt's, you have an adventure. Canadian Light, that's Labatt's. It's a great new taste in beer. Enjoy import quality at USA prices. Have an adventure. Have a Labatt's.
3, 2, 1, blast off. She's up. Come in ideal countdown control. Ready for second launching.
Atlas moving into position.
Fuel her up.
All set.
Count down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! There she goes!
Yes, you can be in command of your own ideal countdown. It's a real electronic missile base. You sit at the controls and move missiles into place. You count down. You blast off. You track the flight. The Ideal Countdown comes complete with moon missile and lunar probe, as well as a giant atlas. Get your electronic Ideal Countdown now, wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal.
Folks, why do you eat Wheaties?
We like it.
But did you know it's always been whole wheat with all the bran, and bran is one of nature's best sources of food fiber.
That's news to us.
Wheaties breakfast this morning?
Sure, it helps me feel fit.
But do you know Wheaties has bran fiber your body may need?
That's news to me.
Why Wheaties?
Oh, we love the taste.
I have for years. But do you know for years you've been getting something extra for your diet? Bran fiber?
Well, that's news to me.
Wheaties. It's brand news.
A pleasure, Milton. In just a moment, we'll see how well Milton does at the Pentagon. But if you want to see busy hands at your house, just you offer this lively Christmas party dip that's so good to serve with king-size Fritos corn chips. Just follow the recipe right on the Fritos package. Of course, it calls for the famous Philadelphia brand cream cheese, an 8-ounce package, which we blended with 2 tablespoons of milk till it's nice and smooth, like so. Then come 2 tablespoons of Kraft cream-style horseradish for zesty flavor, a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and finally, a dash of salt. And we'll blend our Philly mixture again. And when party time comes, let the folks enjoy this wonderful Philly horseradish dip with crisp king-size Fritos. There are those busy hands. Just remember, you make the best-tasting dips with the freshest-tasting cream cheese you can buy. Philadelphia brand cream cheese, made only by Kraft.
Here's the newest, most exciting sound in town. It's a General Electric blender that's going around. Completely new from base to lid. Take it apart, see what they did. The non-skid base is the lowest you'll ever see.
The decanter has a 36-ounce blending capacity.
The non-spill lid is really smart. For blending convenience, it comes apart. Add additional ingredients if you will. Look, no splash, see no spill. Put them all together and you know it's true. The General Electric blender is best for you. If you want to know another reason why,
it's only 10 1/2 inches high.
Stores easily on the counter or on a shelf. There's 1,000 things you can make yourself.
Make party spreads,
great cabbage heads, blend the meatloaf for a family of 8. Make ice-cold drinks you'll appreciate. Now's the time for you to buy the General Electric blender.
Did he say only 10 1/2 inches high?
Now, a new creation from Seal Test. Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions. Handy envelopes bring you brand new convenience and ease. Zip, it's open, quick and neat. Just the amount you need, the easy way to serve cottage cheese. The rest stays moist and creamy, ready for next time.
Are they handy? Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions.
So easy to use, quick, and no bother at all.
The rest stays really fresh, moist, and creamy.
Yes, serving cottage cheese was never as easy as this. Seal Test's new square package with handy, ready-to-serve portions. Zip, it's open, simple as can be. The rest stays moist and creamy fresh. You'll love Seal Test cottage cheese in new, ready-to-serve portions. Get some soon.
Next week, George and Gracie will be brought to you by Carnation.
Hiya, happy boy. Wish you'd been with me today. We saw a great dog show, some beautiful dogs. There was the handsomest poodle, a real beauty, an international champion. His owner gave me some good advice.
There are many dog foods on the market, but the Carnation Company makes the best. It's called Friskies, and it's quality all the way through.
You should have seen the champion collie. He won everything in sight. The handler told me.
A very important part of this champion's diet is meat. That's why we feed him Friskies. The principal ingredient is lean red horse meat, the best you can buy.
So happy, you're getting real quality, and you're going to get your Friskies right now.
Friskies is prepared to the high standards of Carnation Company and guarantees prime-grade nourishment.
If you've ever been to Venice, you remember the gondolas and the picturesque waterways. And you remember the food, too. Superb food, prepared with that very special Italian touch. The same special Italian touch that Chef Boyardee sauce with meat can give to your meals over here. Because the recipe for this tangy sauce has been brought over from Italy by this famous Italian chef. Chef Boyardee sauce with meat is made from juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes and tender, quality beef, simmered in a spicy sauce that makes a rice and cheese loaf, a casserole, or a spaghetti dish a real Italian-style dish. So when you'd like to add that special Italian touch to your dinner, do it with Chef Boyardee sauce with meat. Try Chef Boyardee sauce with mushrooms, too. Both are prepared from the chef's own Italian recipe.
Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to do our battle. Off to war. Battle. Victory. Victory. Oh, we lost. Boo. Boo. We had a lot of help that battle, too. My apologies, I was still toying with sound stuff over here because I'm not hearing anything out of my computer. We're gonna give that another shot. Was anyone watching closer? What would we? Yeah, any suggestions out there? How can we do this better this round? I wish I was watching that last battle a bit closer. I thought we had that. Okay. Well, if you got a Templar out there, I'm going to put my tank back out there again. And we'll see if we can't do better this time around. Let's see if we can't make some pizza here tonight. We'll start by pouring some of our pie weight rice back into the jar here. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to take our pie weight rice off of our cracker dough. Cracker pie dough. Thankfully that didn't just all pour into my Millionaire's bars. And it didn't poof much. I was hoping that it was going to get a bit of a rise here on the sides, but we didn't really get much at all. So, we'll just go with it. It's supposed to be a cracker crust anyways, so it's a little thin to a little thin. We'll start with our sauce. Just a little moisture layer. Not a ton of sauce on this. And we'll put a layer of prosciutto down. Just right across the top. Hit that with our shallot. Mozzarella. Some of our camembert chunks. Get off of that bug. Get off of that bug. Asparagus tips. Kalamata olives. And green onion. Finishing touch. Arugula. Olive oil, salt and pepper. We'll throw it in the oven. Paper and all. We'll see how it works with the parchment underneath it and hope that it doesn't burn. We're gonna hope it doesn't burn. A little worried that it might. Certainly slides better. Alright, in the oven. Close the door in case that paper gets a little too warm. Well, we got that 10-minute timer on that pie. I'm going to take the pie weight rice off of our other crust. Package up our chocolate that we didn't need. Let's give this a shot. See what this is like. See if this is a winner or a loser here. Okay. Okay. That's tasty. I wish I had sort of almost doubled up on the caramel there. It's like there's just barely enough. I don't want there to be a lot. I'll leave it with that. Those are looking cutesy. That's a cutesy little bowl of snacks. These are tasting great. These are going to disappear tonight. too much bacon or not. Those are, yeah, these are yummy. Double up the caramel on these. They're good, though. They're good just like this. But, I'm saying, you're gonna go to the trouble to make something that bad for yourself. Double the caramel. We have a runny mess, folks. It may be getting smoky in here in a bit. Got another 4 minutes left on this. Recipe recommends rotating it after, or rotating it halfway. Ain't happening. I mean, I would do a lot for a person if someone dropped that down in front of me. That's some yumminess right there. We're now getting to that point in the stream, though. It's sort of one of those funny things that used to happen a lot to me when I was cooking in commercial kitchens. We're cooking. I'm just about ready to wrap up dinner. I'm not hungry anymore. Who wants to come eat my pizza for me? We're going to kick up a couple other fans in the house here now. Because we are getting to what's smelling like paper burn temp. We gotta be getting close. It's a 525 degree oven. Paper's only gonna stand up to, what, 480 something? We're just hopeful that it has not ruined the crust of our pie. We'll see. Following the recipe. The next one I might dust the board and see if we can't slide it on there if it's a disaster. We are dealing with a pretty thin dough here, though. We have our first pie. It actually turned out okay. I mean, it got a little leaky. Got a little out of the plate, all over the place. But not too bad. Put the arugula on a little too early. Maybe we're going to do arugula a little bit later this time. Let's give number 2 a shot here. I'm going to try this instead of the bottle this time. Hi, Hazel. We're making pizzas. We made Millionaire's bars. And we made bacon wrapped crackers. Club crackers is our ingredient of the evening. We got bacon wrapped crackers with a herbed cream cheese. We've got our first pie of the evening, which I put the arugula on there too early. I'm gonna wait to put the arugula on there later. But let's do number 2 here. Another sheet of prosciutto across the front top. Shallot. Kalamata olive. Chunked mozzarella. We got some chopped up camembert. Left over from the camembert burger. Just trying to use that up. It's been sitting in the fridge here for the better part of a month. And we got asparagus and green onion. We'll wait on the arugula this time. We'll throw that in the oven just like that. Not a real traditional sauce. I did a roux. I thickened some chicken stock with it, a little hint of half and half. Some garlic, onion powder, a little dried oregano, and a little freeze-dried basil. Let's properly dress this arugula this time around, too. I didn't set a timer. Pretty good, Hazel. Had a good one. Went on shopping at Target for the first time in like a year or more. Had the experience of going grocery shopping in a Target for the first time, which was meh. There were some very interesting things about looking around the Target grocery area, you know, like the massive jars of Nutella that they have. Like I was saying before, I was surprised that I think they're the cheapest, like, organic grass-fed beef that I've seen in the area. Though I don't have any clue who the manufacturer or processor is. Let's see, what else we had going on tonight? It was basically the only place I could find club crackers. And I can only find multigrain club crackers at that. But apparently they're only really, at least here in Sonoma, the only places you can find them are Walmart or Target. I very rarely go into Walmart. Like, Walmart is a situation where, like, it's not available anywhere but Walmart. I might go to Walmart. I feel like I should be putting an egg on there too, but no. Ah, that's interesting. Pizza slid on the parchment that time. A little scary. I mean, look at the bottom of those. The bottoms of those are just gorgeousness. Like, focus. You had it there for a moment. There we go. The weirdest combination that I have made work, I stole from Heston Blumenthal. And that is white chocolate and caviar. It's really strange how that, like, if you've had white chocolate, if you think about the flavor from white chocolate, you get this very, like, almost like cooling effect towards the end as it just coats your mouth in that fat. And that cooling effect, that like, almost like Hall's mint sort of thing, or peppermint patty mint sort of, that little, like, chill. It's not an actual chill, but it's almost like a flavor of a chill. I think it's mostly the effect of the fat coating your mouth. With the saltiness and the sea type flavor that you get from the caviar, the two just mesh so well. It's so shocking how well it works together. And even, like, my plate wasn't even that greatest I wouldn't try and replicate what I did there. Like, half of what I did there was a meme. I was putting caviar on tilapia. I would not use tilapia for that dish. We got some bubbly here. We got a little bubbling. We got a solid crust there, too. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that crust. I wish it was a little more crispy, crunchy, crackery. There's some decent... It's still stiff in some areas, though, still, so I think it'll be okay. It'll be yummy. Well, that's just deliciousness right there. Oh yeah. Ooh, battle's ready. Sure, battle. Let's see if we can't do this one this time. Do we got this one, or we're losing a couple of units there? We're about even battle. We're losing a couple. 15 versus 16 left. Now up to, wow. $13 versus 16. Where's all these other enemies? There we go. Victory. Let me pull the spy up. Went a little heavy on the arugula there. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna live with it though. I don't want to mess it up too much for a photo. There we go, cracker crust pizzas. Made from crackers. The other one's looking gorgeous too. I mean, we got a little dark around the corner here. That bottom is golden brown. So, top a little ugly, but we'll live with that. So this should be awesome. You can see it actually holds a little bit of its structure as it's cooling. Let's finish up that battle, give out those rewards. I win a Metro Rage, or Retro Mage. Wow, tongue twister. Retro Mage. Someone's gonna get 200 gold. Someone's gonna get a Berserker Scroll here. Hazel Tari picking up that gold. Congrats to you. Entropy getting the Berserker skin. Or Berserker Scroll. Thank you for that follow, Bookworm Lover. we're going to wrap this up here. So we're going to stop here with the Stream Raiders for the evening. And we're going to wrap things up as far as the stream, too. We got ourselves some yummy food to finish up here. I'm going to cut up and make some nice pictures of these after a little while. I want to let these Millionaires bars set up just that little bit longer. And so, photos of those a bit later. Very happy with these things. These are a great snack. They're a bit too hands-on. But they're great if you just, you work sitting on the couch, or you can hang out and just do things, you're chatting, you got a family hanging out in the kitchen. Great project item for snack. The pizzas are going to be great. What do we got coming up? Friday. Going to be doing fried gnocchi on Friday. Going to be completely new idea. I don't know if anyone's done this before. I saw a YouTube video recently where there's a very similar recipe to gnocchi going around on TikTok that's a little like fried mashed potatoes. I figured, why not do fried gnocchi? And so I'm going to try frying gnocchi, serve that with some more prosciutto, some sage, all that good jazz. We got some short ribs. Going to be defrosting those for Friday. We'll throw them in a bag with some good flavorings, and we'll get those in the immersion circulator too. That's going to be Sunday's dinner. Going to be doing that. Going to be doing chickpea salad on Sunday. Maybe some sort of roll. Not quite 100% on everything there. I hope you come back to join me. I hope you have a great night tonight. Do we have anyone guiding the raid tonight? Do we have any suggestions where we should all head tonight? Thank you, Hazel. Absolutely not. I was just refreshing myself to see who's out there tonight. There we go. Hazel Tara giving us our target tonight. I've really been enjoying the guided raids. I've been hanging out in each of them afterward, and it's always been great chatting with people. So hang out with me. Go give them a warm welcome. I hope you have a great night tonight. I hope to see you back on Friday. On Friday. Bye-bye now. Oh, gotta start the raid here. I loved the T1 Hazel. That was a great one. We're gonna have to give her another raid. Okay, once again, thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again. Goodbye now.